Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're tackling something that literally affects every single one of us, especially as we get a bit older. We all grew up hearing, eat your veggies, right? It's kind of the ultimate golden rule of health. But what if I told you that the very foods you think are keeping you healthy could actually be working against you? It sounds crazy, but today we're breaking down this really surprising premise. Some commonly perceived healthy vegetables can actually harm an aging body, while others act like powerful protective medicine.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to take a quick second and just picture your refrigerator right now. Think about that crisper drawer at the bottom. You probably got some leafy greens in there, maybe some root vegetables, or even some leftovers. Well, for seniors, the stakes hiding in that little drawer are incredibly high. Why? Because some of those seemingly innocent vegetables can quietly overload your kidneys, strain your digestion, and even mess with life-saving medications. No way, right? But don't worry, we're going to sort the heroes from the hidden hazards together. And this brings us to a really foundational insight from Dr. Emily Carter. She's a nutrition specialist with over 20 years of clinical experience in preventative medicine for older adults. Her core philosophy is basically this: the margin of error changes as we age. So look at this explainer as your trusted, science-backed medical consultation. We're completely removing the guesswork here and giving you exactly what you need to know to protect your strength, your energy, and most importantly, your independence.
All right, let's start with Section 1, 5 Shield Vegetables, Protecting Heart, Bones, and Brain.
Coming in at number 1, we've got spinach. Now, it might look like just another standard salad green, but believe me, it is an absolute powerhouse. Spinach is absolutely loaded with lutein, which is this vital nutrient that collects right in your retina to protect against age-related macular degeneration. It also packs a punch of folate, which lowers homocysteine levels to actually help prevent cognitive decline. And what about your mobility? Well, it's rich in natural nitrates that improve blood flow and muscle endurance, which is huge for helping prevent dangerous falls. But check out this staggering statistic about spinach. Just one single cup of cooked spinach provides over 500% of your daily vitamin K needs. I mean, that's 5 times what your body needs in a single day. Why does this matter so much? Because vitamin K is literally the ultimate natural bone protector. We know that after age 65, bone density drops pretty rapidly. So this massive dose of vitamin K helps lock in that bone strength and defends your body against osteoporosis and fractures.
Moving on, our second shield is broccoli, a true warrior for your cardiovascular system. Broccoli has this remarkable compound called sulforaphane. It actively clears out toxins, reduces inflammation, and strengthens your blood vessels. Plus, just 1 cup delivers a 100% daily payload of vitamin C. For seniors, this is a completely critical immune system booster. It strengthens those white blood cells so you can fight off nasty infections like pneumonia and the flu.
Okay, number 3 might actually surprise you. Beet greens. Yep, I'm talking about the leafy tops of the beetroot that, let's be honest, most of us just toss in the trash. But these vibrant leaves are a total hidden treasure. They're packed with natural nitrates that your body magically converts into nitric oxide. This naturally relaxes and widens stiff arteries. That paves the way for smoother blood flow, significantly lowers blood pressure, and really reduces the strain on an aging heart.
4th on our shield list is red kale. Now, green kale usually gets all the hype, right? But the reddish-purple color of red kale comes from things called anthocyanins. These are incredibly powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress. Adding red kale to your meals actively shields your retina from damage, it sharpens your memory, and it actually protects your brain from the exact kind of inflammation that contributes to cognitive decline.
And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer power of this vegetable. 1 cup of raw red kale delivers nearly 700% of your daily vitamin K requirement. That's just wild. When you combine that with the calcium and magnesium that are already naturally found in the kale, you're looking at a crucial, highly protective trio for skeletal strength. Honestly, it's basically building blocks for your bones served up in a salad bowl.
Our final shield vegetable is watercress. I know it looks delicate, but do not let that fool you for a second. The CDC actually ranks watercress at the very top of their list for nutrient density. It gives you these vital glucosinolates, which have been heavily studied for their incredible anti-cancer effects. Not only that, but they help your liver efficiently clear out toxins, which is absolutely crucial for older adults who might be juggling a few different daily medications.
So the crucial point here is a vital medical warning. 4 of our 5 shield vegetables, spinach, broccoli, kale, and watercress, are exceptionally high in vitamin K. Now, if you're a senior taking blood-thinning medications, like warfarin for example, sudden spikes in vitamin K can actually interfere with your meds. But listen carefully, you should absolutely not avoid these greens. Their benefits are just way too great. The key here is consistency. You just need to eat them in steady, regular amounts, and of course, always keep your doctor in the loop.
All right, now we're going to make a major pivot. We've seen the shields, which are amazing, but that exact same kitchen, maybe even that exact same crisper drawer we talked about earlier, could be harboring vegetables that act as hidden traps. These are the foods that quietly overload aging kidneys, spike your blood pressure, and trigger severe digestive crises, totally under the radar without you even realizing it.
Which brings us to Section 2, 5 vegetables to avoid. Hidden risks in the fridge.
Trap number 1, green tomatoes. Now, while beautifully ripe red tomatoes are wonderfully healthy, the unripe green ones contain a toxic alkaloid called solanine. In an older adult, regular consumption of solanine really strains the nerves, and that can cause dizziness, nausea, and muscle weakness. On top of that, green tomatoes are highly acidic, which severely aggravates acid reflux and heartburn in a sensitive, aging stomach. So, long story short, always wait for them to turn red.
Trap number 2 is bamboo shoots. They probably seem like a super light, healthy addition to a stir-fry, right? Well, raw or improperly cooked bamboo shoots actually contain cyanogenic glycosides. Yeah, you heard that right, cyanide compounds. And on top of that, their incredibly coarse fibers are notoriously difficult to digest. For seniors with sensitive digestive tracts, this can lead to severe cramping, bloating, and literally even hospitalization if they aren't prepared perfectly. Our third trap is fava beans. This one is highly specific, but man, is it incredibly dangerous. Fava beans can trigger a severe breakdown of red blood cells in seniors who have a hidden genetic condition called G6PD deficiency. That can lead to life-threatening anemia. Additionally, fava beans contain really high levels of L-DOPA, which can severely and dangerously interact with medications used to treat Parkinson's disease.
Trap number 4, pickled vegetables. I'm talking about things like sauerkraut, kimchi, or pickled mustard greens. These are a massive sodium trap. You see, aging kidneys become less efficient at filtering out salt. Just a tiny little side serving of these pickles can pack 500 to 800 milligrams of sodium. This excess salt causes fluid retention, it strains the heart, and it literally strips calcium away from aging bones, which just accelerates thinning and fracture risks.
To really put that into perspective, just look at this number. 1,500 milligrams. That is the absolute maximum daily sodium limit recommended for seniors to protect their heart. A few bites of pickled vegetables can wipe out over half of that allowance instantly. It is frighteningly easy to max out this limit, and doing so consistently is a direct path straight to the hospital for heart issues. Now, what's really interesting about this next one is how it cooks. Our fifth trap is fried eggplant. Eggplant on its own isn't the enemy at all, but its cellular structure makes it an absolute oil sponge when you fry it. It just soaks up massive amounts of fat, quietly raising your cholesterol. Plus, eggplant is a nightshade. For seniors dealing with chronic arthritis, the compounds in nightshades can quietly trigger inflammation and severely worsen joint pain and stiffness. Definitely something to watch out for.
Let's move on to Section 3, Optimizing Your Meals, a daily nutrition guide.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our everyday lives. We've covered a lot of ground today, both the good and the downright hazardous. But here is the really empowering takeaway from all of this. Food is the most accessible, powerful medicine you have, provided you manage it correctly. You don't need to be afraid of your kitchen, you just need to be strategic. So here's your summary. On the left, you've got your shields: spinach, broccoli, beet greens, red kale, and watergrass. On the right, the traps you need to limit or avoid: green tomatoes, bamboo shoots, fava beans, pickles, and fried eggplant. If you're a senior or a caregiver, I highly recommend you just take a quick screenshot of this table right now and keep it handy on your phone for your very next grocery trip.
I want to leave you with a challenge today. Think about this for a second. Which trap vegetable will you remove from your fridge today? Remember, maintaining your independence, your mobility, and your sharp mind doesn't always require massive life overhauls. Sometimes it's literally just about making a small dietary swap. Ditch those green tomatoes, grab the red kale instead, and take full control of your longevity. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time as we continue to decode the secrets to living healthier and stronger.